Oh, and we are back, folks. I am excited and scared. Look at this number. Look at the size of this number of entries that I've gotten since the last couple of reaction videos went up. Sometimes you get what you want. You get what you deserve. So I'm about 400 subscribers away from 200K. That's my excitement noise. Well, that's great. That means that there will still be 30 days after that people can submit. And I know that I'm going to get a huge wave of submissions. 271 entries to go. Today is April 19th, 2021, and I gotta be crazy. I gotta be crazy to try this. Okay, this guy attached an MP3. Right out of the gate, already blowing it? Come on! Attaching an MP3 was not one of the ways in which I said that you could submit a song. Disqualified. We're starting off the night right with some disqualifications right off the bat. Gotta get warmed up and get into it, you know what I mean? Start off fresh with some disqualifications. Drink a nice big hot fresh cup of disqualifications in the morning. Oh, that's strong. Strong disqualification. Jordan C. is our first victim who sent me not a track, but a playlist of songs. You sent me just your user. I can see that you titled it right here, so by the fucking skin of your teeth, I'm not gonna disqualify you. But I can tell you this much. If you're out there wondering why your band won't get signed, why you can't have any success in the music industry, I'm talking to everybody here, not just Jordan C. It might not have anything to do with your music. You might just be making really dumb mistakes. So consider that. This one, coming right in under the wire at 3 minutes and 58 seconds, Jordan C., The Green Knight, with his banger 200K Gear Gods contest song. How'd you come up with that title, bro? Nice, I can hear that you recorded that acoustic guitar direct. Oh, nice so far. Sounds like the bards in the forest. Sorry, I'm not gonna sing over your song. A little organ. I feel like I'm at a Ren fair. Which is, honestly, I'd love to be at a Ren fair right now. Lots of intricate interweaving bits. All right. Oh my God, where is the one? Jesus, did your drummer have a fucking epileptic fit? Oh, and now for something completely different. Nice melodies. And now for another different thing. Somebody in the comment section right now is getting ready to type, "Oh, you never listen to prog, bro?" I feel like the keyboard part in this song is kind of wonking everything up. I think that's what it is. It even says #prog metal. I feel like this part could be really cool, but it didn't have any groove to it. Like, I would have kept something going with the accents on the drum, you know? just a layer of shit in here with everything else that just doesn't really fit. I feel like you went a little too ham with that, whatever keyboard part you got going there. As someone who has done that before, guilty, all right? All right, kind of bookended the meat of the song with that riff. I feel like you waited too long. You shouldn't have had that much space between the ending of the heavy part and going back into this. I would have jumped right in. Just drop it like it's hot, you know? Don't make them wait for it. All right. So far, one of the strongest instrumental submissions that I've gotten, to be honest. I feel like you still need a lot of work with this. There's something going on in there that is working against all of the parts that you've got. Like, there's something in there. I'm not really sure what it is. I suspect it's that organ. Kind of feels like an afterthought, like it's kind of wrecking shop throughout the entirety of the song, which is too bad because it's like a nice sound, like an organ, especially in a heavy context. I really like that. I love Boston, you know. First of all, I would try muting the organ throughout the entirety of that heavy part and see if it cleans it up. You had some nice melodies in there, some nice like counterpointy things. I felt like it was kind of directionless and wandering. I feel like you need some help programming drum parts, which brings us to today's sponsor. So Henning is bald. What was the other thing? Oh, so many of these entries have programmed drums. I love programmed drums. I use them all the time. Programming drums for everyday stuff is super important to know how to do. Case in point, this was like a pretty good song. I'm not holding the kind of shoddy drum programming against him in terms of the composition of the song, but you cannot deny that it would have been better with some quality drum programming. So my pal Henning has just put out the most outrageously thorough drum programming course I have ever seen in my entire life. I program drums a lot, and I feel like I'm pretty good at it, and I know a lot. And then I saw this thing, and I was like, oh my God. But I'm gonna tell you the number one reason why you should sign up for Henning's drum programming course, and here's why. First of all, take a look at this hilarious picture of little Henning. So around about 2005, 2006, a friend of mine introduced me to this new prog metal band. They're called Frame Shift. And they were like, check this out. This dude made an album. He made one with James LaBrie, and he made one with Sebastian Bach on vocals, and it's super sick. And I was like,
okay, that sounds pretty cool. I'm gonna listen to that.
So I listened to them, and I was like,
this is pretty sick, dude. Where did you find this?
And I was staggered to learn many years later that there was no drummer on this album. It was only one man all by himself. Henning Pauly, who wrote and recorded both of these entire albums and programmed all the drums. They were all fake, and it totally fooled me. At the time, nobody was really doing that. People weren't really programming drums to that level, to that extent, but that was like 16 years ago. And since then, he's only gotten better. He is putting all of his knowledge into this crazy 15-hour course. Now, I've spent 15 hours with Henning in real life. It's not that bad, and I promise you that it's going to be worth the time and the money that you are going to spend on it, because if it isn't, I'm gonna fly to Germany and I'm gonna do one of these on Henning's bald-ass head. So check the link in the description where you can get Henning's course and make your drum programming better. And now back to me talking shit on your songs. Up next we have Gray Ferguson and Discontinued is the song. Sounds like it just started in the middle of a part. Hi, Trey! Oh, I See All is the band. Oh, I feel like your lead guitar is a little out of tune there.
kept me alive, or something sinister.
Whoa!
I thought I told you plenty of times.
Homie's going in.
I wanted to watch it burn.
Woo!
I don't need you anymore. It's something conceited.
Ooh,
You
feelies.
say that no more. That's something I needed.
All right.
I see right through your lies. We built truth on reconciliation. We made a night to start a fight. Don't scream.
Kind of a boring groove.
I'm better off to start again.
It's not a phase, Mom!
But you'll forever be beside me. A heartbeat that's mistaken.
This vocal melody's getting a little boring. Get a little surprise every once in a while.
Left alone with the dust in the wind. Was invincible. Armor broken to pieces. I'm too
But hey,
drunk
there's
to care.
vocals. It's a very angsty scream. That riff sounds like Trogdor.
I see you right through your lies. We build truth on reconciliation. We meet at night to start a fight.
You
Don't scream at me.
can't fault his enthusiasm.
I'm better off to start again.
The melody isn't really connecting to the chords very well.
A heartbeat that's mistaken. Forgiven, but living in my memory of brokenness.
It just needs more development. It needs more interest.
Down. I'll send my trial to hell that exists inside of what I've made of me. It's the largest part of me. I'll never be who I was again. I'm staring down the ceiling. I know I'm gonna fuck this, but this is the end. Goodbye.
Oh, that's actually sick. That's a good way to end a song. That's a great ending to a song. Wow. I have not heard that kind of emo angst since the MySpace core days. Oh, wow. All right. I felt like this was very repetitive. I feel like it was a pretty good idea. There was no variation in the vocal melody, really. It kind of just went over and over and over again, with every once in a while a nice little surprise. Dude, we've all been there. The vocals were kind of loud to the point where I was having a hard time making out all the other things that were going on in the mix. So this is like kind of an example of like why it needs to be like at least a certain level of okay production. Like, I'm not really gonna fault the production, but it was a little murky. Felt like just kind of some basic guitar chords. And the vocal melody felt like it was kind of following the chords a little too closely, but without hitting it, if that makes sense. It felt like it was kind of mirroring the chord motion, but not in a good way. So you gotta connect your melodies to the notes that are in any given chord. It doesn't mean that you just only sing chord tones, but you gotta consider chord tones above all else when you're creating your melodies. Even if you're making them sort of intuitively, you know, I usually like will start on a chord tone and sort of connect them. You don't have to only do that, but it's a great place to start. Covering all of this in my songwriting course, which will be out soon. There's a link in the description where you can sign up to get notified when it goes live. All right, so that's I See All. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. Okay, Konstantin Shiva. Why does that sound familiar? I feel like... Oh, Drunken Desert Band wants a second chance because they sent the wrong link the first time. I don't know, guys. Should I give them a second chance? This one follows the rules. Fuck it. Worst it can do is be good. This is not an original song. Leave me blind through passages in time. I love being Symphony X. Now you're just trolling me. This is what happens when you're drunk in the desert. You troll Trey. And what the fuck is this? I can't believe I fell for this shit twice. Embarrassing. And then just some like random jangly bullshit, and then a fade out. Yo, okay. Disqualified! You've been disqualified. I don't know why you even tried. It makes me wish that I had up and fucking died. Stien Gossier. I followed the rules, so I hope you'll like this one. XD! All right, Stien. Made me work for it. Don't you disappoint me. Here we go. And here comes the first verse. Just a bunch of riffs, I knew it. Little bit of lead guitar. No, it's a melody. Kind of buried. That's cool. Kind of the same idea a lot. Ooh. Little flat 2 key change. That's a baller move. That's pretty cool. It's not that cool. All right, Stien. Pretty cool. I said this to somebody this week. I think a lot of you guys really think that your riffs are a lot cooler than they are. Even if they're like pretty cool, it's not everything. You got some nice melodies, some nice melodic stuff in here. Nothing that's standing out so strongly to me. Kinda stands on its own as an instrumental. Kinda. I don't know. I started getting bored towards the end. I really like your little key change, I wouldn't even actually quite call it a key change. It's a modal interchange chord. So they're in the key of ba, whatever that is. Well, I don't have perfect pitch, but ba, there's your root note, ba, da, 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 minor, right? And then you go to the flat 2, na, na. Metallica does this a lot. Like if it's in the key of E, they'll go to an F chord. It's a really baller change. I like it a lot. I also use it quite a bit. Throw a little bit of spice in there without going too far away from, you know, what you've already built up. So overall, pretty good. A lot of stiff competition on the way, I'm sure. So we'll see, Stien. Hope you're Stien on the tips of your toes. Up next, Colt Basamaya. Thank you for the opportunity. This is a Southern rock / Southern metal song. Probably could have just put Southern rock / whatever. Would have had vocals, but I suck at writing lyrics. It still jams though. I'll be the judge of that, Colt. You and Rocky and Tum Tum should form a band. You get that reference, you're old. Like me. Preventer. Jesus fucking Christ, Colt. The look on your face in this picture. You're just like, please, friend, enjoy music. You kind of look like Private from Madagascar. Hello, friend. Penguins of Madagascar is my #1 favorite movie of all time. And I don't give a fuck who knows it. Preventer. Hopefully you're preventing me from being mad that this song is bad. Twangy. Little telly type of action. Oh. Ooh, that's a big fat ass on that mix. I can feel it. Feels pretty southern to me. Should probably get my cowboy hat. old doggy and went down to now when I hear it when I go, yeah. Then we're gonna do a square dance, boys. All right. Ooh, it's a great place for some slide guitar. I feel like slide guitar is drastically underused in metal. It can be so effective if you want to be the opening music to a gritty HBO drama. A little bit of tambourine? Why not? Always kicks it up a notch. A little predictable. It's a fine line between predictable, repeating too much, and bringing it back enough to really create a motif, you know? I feel like you've done this too many times now. I feel like overall you need more variation. Everything sounds good. Private's just staring at me. Do you like my song, boss? Do you like it? I tried so hard. Cool. I like this kind of like broken down-ish version of your theme. See, I feel like this was an opportunity for you to play the same thing in a different key to get more mileage out of this idea, because right now you're kind of hanging out on the route somewhere down here, and then it's kind of just going back and forth between these things. That's the first interesting chord we've had in this whole song, and it's 2 seconds from the end. So here's why I did not make having great production a requirement of this songwriting contest. This song sounds really good. It's got a big chunky booty on it. It feels really nice coming through the speakers. It's a pretty good mix. I can hear everything really well. It's very clear, heavy enough, and it fits the song really well. But the song itself, while pretty good, actually, had me going. I liked a lot of the different parts. It had like a pretty logical progression. It developed. It wasn't too outrageously different from part to part at all. I actually felt like it could have used a lot more variation. It felt a bit repetitive. I know, it's like I said, it's a hard balance. It's really easy to throw the kitchen sink and make it too interesting to the point where it's like, where are you even going with this, bro? But at a certain point, I was kind of like, all right. I get the idea. I get it. But it's memorable. It was catchy. It had melody-ish. Pretty good, Private. I can't look at him. Did I do good, boss? Fuck. All right. Up next, Chris Paglioccia. Listen to Butchering Humanity by Kneel to Nothing. Okay, I guess I will. Don't mind if I do. This track was not found. Great. So I guess I won't listen to Butchering Humanity by Kneel to Nothing. And that's the end of that. Jose Mieja. Hope you like it and have fun like I did. Thanks. If any question, please let me know. Thanks, Trey. I got one question for you, Jose.
Are you ready to rock and roll?
High on You by Jose Mieja. Woo! Let's fucking go!
You lead me through paths I never knew, falling way deeper than possible.
All right, here we go.
Feelings got no name.
A little bit of EDM vibes.
You are my weakness and you're my strength. In your absence, I'm just a mess.
All right. So, great example. Not amazing vocal ability, but it doesn't really matter. Pretty solid song so far. It's a little... I feel like this is like 30 BPM slower than it should have been. And so far we just got the same 4 chords going over and over again. Also the vocal melody is very repetitive. It just feels like it's dragging.
I can't fight it.
But it's...
Girl, you take me high, sinking in your
That's a dumb lyric.
eyes, thinking about your smile, spreading like a fire. This strange desire got me riding in the clouds.
Higher desire, fire.
This feeling
Guy's trying to get laid.
Is
what's happening.
Sinking in your eyes, thinking about your smile. Spreading like a fire.
It's gonna be dancing like this at the club.
This strange desire got me riding in the clouds. Let me go for miles. Girl, I feel so alive when I'm with you. You like my sunshine when my days are blue.
Yeah, I feel like this would be so much better faster. Just a good amount faster. But oh, you're killing me with these lyrics, bro. You pulled up like the most cliche lyrics dictionary and you were like, yeah, that one's good. Oh, she's gonna fuck me when she hears that one, for sure. But like, this is one of the top contenders so far. Everything is working together really well. There's harmonies. There's different parts. It builds and goes places. Cool synths. I really like the drums. Obviously, they're like, programmed EDM style drums, but good production. I think there's a lot of things in there that could have been improved, but most of the parts are there. They work together. It sounds good. It's too damn slow.
So slow.
And the lyrics are corny as hell. Whatever, like pop lyrics are pretty corny too a lot of the time, but they're also a lot more unique than that most of the time, these days at least. That kind of like corny shit is like from older pop songs. If you actually listen to modern pop music, the lyrics are maybe not your cup of tea, certainly not mine, but they're definitely a lot more inventive and unique. Overall, this was pretty dope. This is a great example of solid songwriting. Forget genre, forget the sound, production, style, anything. This had all the makings of a solid song. We had verses and choruses, we had bridges, we had build-ups and breakdowns and development over the course of the song. Not as much as I would really like. I have a general kind of working rule that I always make the final chorus an event. This and many other things you will learn in my songwriting course. Not always, often make the last chorus a big event, especially when you're looking at a reasonably short song, pop format. Making that last chorus pop somehow. It doesn't really have to be much. Even just a tambourine, another layer of vocal harmonies, an added little synth part or a lead guitar thing, just something to differentiate it. If I drop into a chorus on a song, I want to know immediately which chorus it is out of the 3 or 4 or whatever choruses that are in your song, because they'll kind of grow as it goes. Aside from that and some of the other things that I said, pretty solid, Jose. Strong contender. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Big thanks to Henning for sponsoring the video with his amazing drum programming course. Remember that there is a link in the description where you can check that out. Thank you guys for sending in your contest entries. So many of them are so good, and even if they're not that great, all that means is that you just need to keep working at it, all right? It means you're not great yet. I see greatness in all of you. Even if I roasted you so bad, you're gonna get there. There's only one way to get there, and that's to keep going. You gotta write so many songs before they get good. Nobody writes great songs right off the bat, almost. And if they do, fuck those guys. I definitely didn't. So there's no reason that you should either. Songwriting, lyric writing, composition, these are games of putting in the time, putting in the effort, and caring about it. You can absolutely get to being great just by doing it over and over and over again. So even if your entry wasn't great or some of your songs aren't great right now, just keep going. Just keep writing, just keep writing, just keep writing. By the time this video goes up, I will probably have past 200,000 subscribers. I would say it's a guarantee at this point. So that means that you have less than 30 days to get your song written, recorded, mixed, and over to me. The heat's on, boys and girls. Get your song done, get it in. You're about to learn one of the hardest lessons of songwriting, and that is at some point, you gotta ship it. You gotta declare it done, no matter what shape it's in. So you got some time, but not a ton. So get it done, get it in, and I'll see you real soon.